Hey, welcome stackers to Florida Stacker on YouTube, a channel focused on stacking or buying and investing in physical precious metals. We also do coin and bullion dealer reviews, give you stacking tips and suggestions, as well as economic and market discussions that drive precious metals prices here on this channel. The 2024 American Silver Eagle coins just recently began shipping from online bullion dealers. In today's video, I'm going to show you the first 24 American Silver Eagle coins that I've got. But more importantly, to start the year out on the subject of stacking silver and these coins, I'm going to give you my thoughts on stacking American Silver Eagles, some reasons to do it, or potentially some reasons to avoid stacking them, coming right up. These are the first 2024 American Silver Eagles that I've stacked this year. Let me start with talking about stacking American Silver Eagles in general, namely for new stackers. I'm not going to focus on its design, the heritage, or any debate about its appearance compared with any other coins out there. This video is for everyone, but it is about stacking. American Silver Eagles are coins minted by the United States Mint. Being made in America, they do come at a premium price over spot as compared to foreign silver coins, but they do offer some advantages and come with disadvantages compared with like-weighted bullion coins, rounds, and bars. The takeaway here, especially if you're new, is that you do pay more for a 1-ounce Silver Eagle than you typically will for any other 1 ounce in silver of a different product, so you need to weigh the advantages of the coin and decide whether this coin fits your personal stacking philosophy before you begin buying them. American Silver Eagles are also the most commonly collected coin in the United States. There's a difference between stacking and collecting. We'll kind of get to that. They are commonly collected for several reasons. If you would like to learn more about collecting American Silver Eagles, namely graded or slabbed American Silver Eagles, then check out my video here. The U.S. Mint issues several versions of the American Silver Eagle coin each year, but for the rest of this video, I'm going to focus on the brilliant uncirculated American Silver Eagle coins that you cannot purchase directly from the U.S. Mint and must purchase from an authorized dealer. The American Silver Eagle, or Silver Eagle, or ASE as it is commonly called, is a silver bullion coin. Before I go on, though, I did just make a comment about how you can't buy these directly from the U.S. Mint, the BU version, and that you do have to go to an authorized dealer. When I'm making that statement, I'm referring to the new release, the 2024 versions. You can pick up older releases, through all kinds of different means: eBay, social media platforms, jewelry stores. What I'm trying to say here is that each year when the coin is released, it is distributed from the U.S. Mint to several key dealers that then distribute it further down to coin shops. Okay, back on track. These coins are for investors in silver, or what informed investors in physical silver call silver stackers. Silver stackers like myself like to buy and hold physical silver. We do so for a myriad of reasons that often include a method of saving your wealth in a tangible asset that is recognized as money. Silver has been recognized as money for several millennia now, and silver offers high liquidity. It's very easy to sell. Now, maybe you stack, or perhaps you are considering stacking as a method to protect your wealth against long-term dollar inflation. Another reason is to prepare for the potential crash of the dollar or a catastrophe of some kind. It could be, an earthquake or an economic thing. Maybe an EMP goes off and there's no more power. Whatever the case is, if you feel that owning silver is a better option than holding physical cash, well, consider stacking. At a minimum, I would suggest that you diversify some of your savings and stacking outside of your local bank or credit union and hold that in physical silver, gold, and cash. You have insurance, right? You have insurance for reasons. Maybe it's a requirement. But if you're really looking out for yourself, you probably want personal insurance for any kind of financial reason, and silver, gold, and having some cash outside the bank does offer that. Now, one last thing on the subject of mentality. Mentality is critical when setting and achieving goals, and stacking is a terrific way to be a physical part of your own savings strategy, and you can actually watch it grow and hold it in your hand. Stacking is an encouraging and great way to save wealth over time. Okay, many stackers prefer to buy privately minted silver rounds or bars, as the price over the going spot price of silver at that time of purchase is generally lower than that of silver bullion coins that are government minted. Silver bullion coins like the American Silver Eagle are minted and guaranteed by the minting nation to be 3/9 or 4/9 fine pure silver. In the case of the ASE, it is a 3/9 fine silver bullion coin or 99.9% pure silver. So why do people pay more over spot for American Silver Eagles? That's a good question. These are some of the more common reasons, in my opinion only, okay? This is my opinion. And if this sounds like you, maybe the American Silver Eagle is a good choice for you. If it doesn't sound like you, congrats. There are a lot of other options out there, and I will cover those, or have already covered them here on this channel. Stackers in the United States choose the American Silver Eagle because it is the most recognized silver coin in our country. Because of that, it is easy to buy, it is easy to sell, and it has the largest marketplace. That's a good thing when holding a tangible asset, especially when it's in demand. Secondly, it is stamped United States of America and 1-ounce fine silver. You may be here watching this video going, but it's uglier than the maple leaf and it's more expensive to buy, so why buy them? Okay, that's fine. Stacking, in my opinion, is different for everyone. Some people will claim that you have to buy the cheapest stuff you can get per ounce, regardless of origin or its physical appearance. Others refuse to buy anything that has the queen or a monarch on the coin. That works for them. Everybody's different. Still, others only buy government-minted coins or bars, or maybe it's 90% junk silver. We're all different. You've got to find what works for you. If how the coins look is highly important to you, Silver Eagles probably aren't high on your list. But if you want a coin that is easy to buy, easy to sell, always in demand, and made in America, especially if you live here in America, well, here you go. Number 3, the coin has certain tax advantages that privately minted silver rounds or bars do not have, depending on the state that you live in and the tax laws in your state. That's a key point. I'm a Florida stacker, so what applies to me may not apply to you. In Florida, purchases of foreign silver coins, silver rounds, or bars with an out-the-door price of under $500 are subject to sales tax, which is presently 6.5% of the purchase price. American Silver Eagles are legal tender in the United States. You can spend them if you wish for fiat value of $1 where they're accepted, but that's just the thing. No one actually does this, and who would? The coin is presently worth $23, give or take, based on its spot price, but realistically, it is a $26 coin, as that is the present price in dollars that I would expect to receive back if I were to sell this coin to my local coin shop today, give or take 50 cents on either side. Now, back on the tax advantage of the coin, U.S. legal tender bullion coins here in Florida are not taxable. So if you want to buy silver bullion in Florida, understand there is no sales tax on American Silver Eagles. Anyone charging you sales tax or claiming they have to withhold sales tax on these coins is taking advantage of you. This does not necessarily apply to you. Once more, if you live outside the state of Florida, you've got to know the laws of your own local land. Now, finally, outside of stackers that genuinely love the design of the coin are stackers that understand you pay more for American Silver Eagles when you buy it, but, and that's the key word, you also get back more for it when you go to sell. Yes, there are cases. This is important to consider because I can already see the argument in the comments section. There will be cases, namely, when everyone and their mother is at the coin shop trying to sell their silver at the same time. Perhaps during a major price spike when coin shops and dealers are buying everything and selling nothing. They may not offer you a premium over spot for your silver. They may not want to buy your silver at all. During these time periods, it is a risk that as a stacker that you have to take. All investment has risk, so does stacking. But 99% of the time, you pay more for a Silver Eagle coin and you get more back for it when you sell it as compared to other coins of the same weight and purity or other products. Often, you hear a lot of complaining about the front end of the transaction premium with American Silver Eagles. They're so expensive, the premium's too high. But for those of you that may be selling your silver, that's another important thing to consider here. If you think there's a reason that you could sell, whether it's short or long term, you do get back a little bit more for them when you sell them during normal periods, and that's food for thought. Now, the obvious disadvantage of stacking American Silver Eagles is that you pay more for them. We've covered that. If you don't have plans to sell a single ounce from your stack, then this advantage of getting more premium back when you sell is probably not important to you. If that's the case for you, you probably want the most weight in silver for the amount in dollars that you have. If this is you and you don't care as much about where the coin was minted or whether or not it's pretty, then go with privately minted rounds and bars as cheap as possible. You'll get more weight in silver for the dollar that you spend. Just understand if you do need to sell, you will likely get less in terms of dollars back, and depending on your state's laws, you may be subject to sales tax on that purchase, depending on whether or not that purchase amount meets certain thresholds. Now, I didn't really look for the best deal when I purchased the 5 I got today, as I had a little more than $160 in vaulted gold with One Gold. That's a service. I redeemed about 148 of those dollars for these 5 American Silver Eagles, and they shipped with free shipping out to me that very same day. Got here 3 days later. If you want to learn more about One Gold and some of its advantages for patient stackers, it's for patient stackers, then check out my overview video right here. The 2024 Silver Eagle coin is well known for its historical significance, its patriotic design, and the trusted bullion market for the coin, which is large and thriving. The 24 version of the coin is identical to the 2023, 2022, and the Type 2 2021 release. That's when they did the change in design. The only exception is the year that the coin was minted. Now, typically, the most affordable way to stack American Silver Eagles is to buy a complete tube of 20 coins, as the price is usually discounted for the volume. If you have more to spend, if you're, a baller, consider more tubes or a full monster box, which contains, 25 tubes or 500 American Silver Eagles, as you will usually get a higher volume discount for each coin. For many of us, however, that are, we live here in the real world and we have families and budgets and expenses, then we like to buy maybe a tube or a couple of these Silver Eagles at a time. And if that's you, if you're picking up less than a full tube, you can grab these guardhouse tubes to store your Silver Eagles in them as you purchase them. That way you can keep them safe out of the atmosphere. They won't tarnish. And once you get 20, you just pop the cap on, move on to the next tube, and so on. So if you need supplies such as these, check out the video description section for some links to Amazon.com, where you can find what you need at no additional cost to you. Now, I appreciate you checking out today's video and listening to some of my thoughts on the American Silver Eagle. Maybe you learned something. Maybe you decided, yeah, these are for me, or maybe they're not for you. But whether they are or not, if you like today's video, please consider giving it a thumbs up or a possible subscription to the channel if you are new. I'll be adding more of these 24 Silver Eagles to my stack as the year goes along, with a lot of other silver and gold products. So if that's your style, if that's what you're into, then come on back, because we're just getting started. Now, if you're looking for a place to buy gold and silver online and would also like to support my channel and the work I'm doing here, then please consider one of my affiliate links in the video description section of today's video. I'll have them down there. Using any of those links comes at no cost to you, but does provide some additional compensation for me at the end of each month, which does go a long way in helping me continue to bring videos to YouTube, now in our 5th year on YouTube. Thanks again, everybody. I'll see you back soon. Have a great week and keep stacking, my friends.
Thank you for watching our video. I hope you subscribe to our YouTube channel.